Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this Coffee Crisp Cheesecake. Let's begin. To get started on the recipe, you'll want to make the base. So to do that, place your biscuits into a food safe bag. I'm using this Ziploc bag or whatever it is. Then just seal it up and bash it with a rolling pin until you're happy. Feel free to use a food processor as that will get that into a more finer crumb. But I couldn't do that as it was like 2 AM when I was making this, and you know, it was really warm because it was summer. This was made during last summer, so it was very warm. Transfer the crumbs into a bag, then add in melted butter and combine the two until they're fully combined. It will go from looking like dry soil to wet soil. That's the only way I can describe it. Then transfer that into the base of your 8-inch cake tin, which has been lined with some parchment paper on the base and around the sides. Then you can go ahead and just compress this down using I find a cup measurement works really well, but use what you want to. Set aside until needed a little later on. Then to make the cheesecake filling, grab yourself a large mixing bowl and place in your room temperature cream cheese. I left mine out for a little too long. It wasn't bad, it was just the liquid had drawn out of it. Don't forget to add in the sugar and whisk together until they are fully combined. Then go ahead and add in your eggs and your vanilla extract and just mix until they have been fully incorporated. With all the eggs being added, you will notice that the mixture is a lot looser. This is completely normal and fine for this stage in the recipe. Then go ahead and add in the sour cream and the chocolate spread. I'm using the Coffee Crisp spread, which is great, but I've also ran out of it now, so you probably won't see too many more Coffee Crisp recipes. Just mix that until it's fully incorporated, and once it's incorporated, just to enhance that chocolate flavour, I'm adding in some cocoa powder, and for stability, some flour. So just whisk those in until they're fully combined, and once you have a cheesecake mixture that looks something like this, you're good to go. Give it all a good scraping down, and this is just to incorporate any bits that may not have been fully worked in from earlier on. You can then go ahead and take the base that you prepared earlier on and pour the cheesecake mixture on top of it, jiggle and spread it around until you're happy with it. Once you are, you can then cover with foil and bake in your preheated oven. All that information will be in the blog post, which will be linked down below, so don't forget to check it out if you're interested in making this recipe or any of my recipes. Don't forget to look on the website, as we may already have the recipe up there for you. So just have a look. Once it's baked and fully cooled, you can then take it back. I put mine in the fridge for a bit and I just topped it with some of the chocolate spread again, and this was just to, I thought, why not add more of the flavour than you need to. And while it's still wet, I added on some of the mini Coffee Crisps, which are great. I really want more of these, so if you're in Canada and you can send me them, please do. And then chill in the fridge until needed later on. Then you can cut up into as many or as few pieces as you would like. But that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me, and I'll be back again soon with another recipe, so join me then. In the meanwhile, don't forget to check out the description. I'll be linked to this recipe, a link to my blog and links to my social medias. But that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.